for.
Would you consider here at Army Geniuses going for that Chaos Knight with the Ancient Apparition? Because it's not a bad lane, right? It's a good, strong hero up front lines. It's a tanky hero. There is quick blow up potential there as well. You know, the Chaos Bolt into Reality Rift into a couple of Phantasms waiting to just drop their axes.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Perfectly valid option. Like the star gets removed. I think the Morphling will probably get removed as well. And the Army Geniuses, I think that the Chaos Knight will be really. Just we haven't seen it, but sometimes a hero just goes out of favor. Like just goes out of favor. No, I'm not even sure why. Just all of a sudden, pros are like, nope. We find this hero. You know, we know it's like that meme, the Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore. Like you're trapped. I don't want to play with you anymore. And I think that's what Chaos Knight seems to be. And I do think that he'd be a good, like he'd work well in this game. You generally like Mars can fantastic to front line, but you would like someone else to go with him.
Yeah.
Guess that would be a good combination in the lane and with the Mars later on. Morphling, of course, is also an option. For Army Geniuses, they want to get rid of which carry do they not want to play against? They definitely do not want to play against someone who can frontline himself. Medusa would be a kind of a wasted ban because you have Mars on your team, can just reflect all the damage. I'm thinking of a Razor actually wouldn't be so bad. I don't know, but Razor's so out of style. He's so out of fashion. You know, no one wants the Razor anymore. Wait till he gets his persona, then people will be like, all right.
That's when, because you'll get a little buff. You know, that pick percentage
Of course,
will go up.
of course.
Yeah.
You know, plus 20 base damage, just a little bit, just to, give it a little bit of something, so people will buy him. I was gonna say we'll play and buy him at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So last man coming. They ban out the Bloodseeker, solid. Although they have a counter with the AA, right? Like you're not too worried about that because he doesn't get any life leech coming out if he's been blasted, and they get rid of the Pudge. So Morphling in the pool, the Chaos Knight in the pool. Generally, I'm feeling the Morphling, but I do think the Chaos Knight would be a great combo. Morphling is a little bit more stable in the lane. They go, I mean, it had to be the Morphling. Like, just has to be the Morphling. All right, for SMG, who would they go with? They really like someone who can stand in the fight. Like, you're going to be up against a Morphling and a Mars, and the problem is taking a melee hero is going to be feeling really awkward because AA just lands the easiest blast of his life.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I like Lifestealer. I like Lifestealer a lot because you can infest someone to give them health, and that might save their life. I like that idea, but will that be something they go for?
Do they get health though? It increases the health pool, right? But would that give them, if they're AA blasted, would that increase the health that they've already got, or does that just mean there's a bigger gap between the max health and the health that they currently have?
See, that would be I believe they do get health. I believe it does work that way, but you could be right. Like, it could be the way you work out, where it's like you're supposed to get 800 crit and 800 max, and you just get the max, and you're like, whoopsie-daisy, because that's how it works. Like, Omnite has that mechanic, where you put on the Heavenly Grace, and you're like, all right, he's gonna get so much health, and then you just see their green line just shrink down the shatter. You get reported, you go to low priority, you lose your hair. It's happened to a friend of mine.
But
in the meantime,
so someone close to you? Is it someone that you know?
Someone I see quite regularly, I must say, in the mirror. What do they go with SMG? They go with the Spectre. Okay, interesting. I think this is the first Spectre pick of the tournament. All right, it's gonna be the. I don't know how I feel about this Spectre pick. You have base. You should have a solid lane. It's like Mars and Earthshaker is good amount of damage though, so you can't lose your life. There's an AA who just makes sure he doesn't get any regen. You're up against some more. I don't know. This is an interesting pick by Army Geniuses. Sorry, by SMG in the last one, the Spectre. Good scale in late game. I'm not sure it's better than the Morphling. And Morphling, you can transform to Spectre. It takes 20% agility. You get so much attack. I don't love the Spectre pick, and I think I'm gonna go with Age. I think I went for Age in every game, but I'm gonna stick with them this one. They got a good team fight. The Shatter's good. Morphling late game. They have the Queen of Pain for. Oh! Check it out. DB Queen of Pain in your dream Morphling.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I believe in Narman's Earthshaker. Narman's been on fire. Even that game 2 where he may have cost his team the victory by jumping in, landing an RP with no follow up, but still, I think it's a good lineup. I like what they have, and Army Genius is going to take it, I think.
Yeah, the farm priority is still probably going to be the same, even with DB on the Queen of Pain. It's just that the Bat Rider, obviously the mid one Bat Rider here, so the Queen of Pain is going to be able to get away from those the sticky napalm stacks, and we've seen the Morphlin have a little bit of trouble. I think we've seen it once or twice, the offlane Bat Rider up against the Morphlin, and the Morphlin, to start off with, has a lot of trouble with those sticky napalm stacks coming out.
Yes.
Because you want to be going pretty much full agi, right? So...
Yep.
yeah, just having such a low health pool just means you get burnt down all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you hit level like 3-5 and you get that much better strength morph, you could just waveform away and you use strength morph, and you usually have like a full magic wand anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a decent amount of value to this morphling. Like, it's a decent matchup enough for the morphling. Like you said, first couple levels are a problem, but then again, how often do we see Bat Rider try to go for those kills in the first couple of levels? It's not much. Check out that win rate percentage. Something like 66% on the Spectre. 200 wins, 100 losses. Fudging the numbers a little bit here, but looking pretty good for MKS. This is one of his better heroes. And good luck, have fun. Oh, so polite. The winner gets to stay in this tournament. The loser goes home, and I'm gonna see they can go home empty-handed. What's the prize pool here? No. They still get something. They still get something for their trouble. Almost $2,000. Not bad.
That's all right. Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
all right. And for a week of fun dotes with your friends, going home with a couple of $1,000. Not bad. Pretty good.
And TI, well, I suppose it's not really going to matter for SMG and Army Geniuses, but some Hikori Fnatic, some TI experience as well before just warming up before they get themselves into it. So, it isn't all doom and gloom if you do go home today. There are some bright sides, but
yes,
obviously you want to be staying in it as long as you can.
Yep. SMG, this Afu mid-1 combo is going to give Varish headaches, by the way. Varish is going to suffer massively. We talked about the Morphling a little bit, and DB's going to be the bot lane. We talked about Queen of Pain a little bit here. She's going to have some trouble. You have the blink away, you'll be fine, but it's going to be mostly the AA.
Yeah.
Like, the AA is just going to absolutely suffer. The Cookie, followed by the Firefly, a couple of charges on you, sticky napalm charges, you're just going to melt. So mid lane is going to be In Your Dream versus Moon. You got to be very careful if you are Morphling. We've seen this so many times, right? The max Agi, it's okay for the beginning, but then the Moon's going to have some burst damage with the silence, and then you just melt away. So you have to be very careful for In Your Dream. These Morphling picks can tend to be very hero or zero kind of picks, and best of luck to In Your Dream to go in this mid lane.
Yeah, I think you can see the damage he's taking already, but like you say, especially once that Winning Rift comes out, if he's not at full health, then it is going to get really hard to, because you're not going to be able to attribute shift, you won't be able to wait from away with the silence, and the Puck being able to get right on top of your throat and orb after that Winning Rift. Yeah, In Your Dream has to be really careful about his health management here.
I love that he's also queued up an Infused Drain Drop, which means that you do the dodge a lot of that initial damage. And when your health pool is low, dodging 120 is a massive deal. So, I hope he goes for it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, still worrisome here to look at Varish. Every time I look at the AA, I think he's gonna die. I'm just like, nope, you should be melting right now, and he will be later on. However, the damage is also pretty solid the other side, right? You got the DB with the Shadow Strike, you got a lot of these pokes coming out with a Chilling Touch. It's not bad. And Afu, he is feeling this, and so is Midnight taking a little bit fast. Oh,
the
here we
Cookie
go.
Does connect though, yeah. The Firefly level 2 here. DB, he's only level 1, so the Shadow Strike comes out. He's not going to be able to get the blink out underneath the tier 1 tower. Who goes down third? It is going to be DB that goes down, and then there's going to be the fall from the tower, but it is going to be the tower that gets the kill. And DB already being dead gets no experience from that.
And this is kind of what happens, right? Like, this is very expected that you are going to be losing people. However, DB is going to take Blink level 2, and then it'll be a lot easier for him. Fu, though. He might be losing.
Does he take the might be the deny, there will be the deny?
Did he? I think he could have been. Could he have been fine? Yeah, he had the Fairy Fire, but he just wanted to go back, and you give nothing to the enemy by doing that. So that was a tactical deny. It's not like mid one's annoyed with Afu, He's not like, aha! There you go.
Yeah, that's a because of the deny gives no goal away to DB there. And yeah, he gets that reset, so he can immediately come back into the lane, TP himself back in, full health, full mana, and he might be able to make something else happen here. But it's going to be a little bit harder. Like you say, Queen of Pain holding that point on the blink, maybe the Scream just yet, depending on how offensive or defensive he needs to be. But yeah, level 3 probably gets that 1-1-1, and it's going to be a little bit harder to get the aggro out onto DB here in this lane.
You also might go 2-1, right? Like 2 points of Shadow Strike, because it is pretty good to have against the Bat Rider.
True.
You do get the double health per tick, which is really useful. Cooldown goes on. Yeah, he's going to go for second point for it. Like, I mean, this is what happens in the mid lane. Why should it be any different in the safe lane? You know, you can take the heroes out of the mid lane, but you can't take the mid lane skill build out of the heroes.
Top lane, MKS, how is he doing here? In terms of last, it's 9 last. It's going to be speared back to the tree now as well. There's going to be a Fisher and Enchant Totem, but Norman doesn't want to throw it out just yet, holding those points. But yeah, MKS, he's not had a great start on the Spectre.
Yeah. But do you need a great start? Oh, well, maybe
I mean,
he's
he
got
might need a
spear.
better start than this.
He's fine. He's got to go jungle anyway. Plus, if you, I mean, he's not super on a timer, right? I mean, it's kind of okay for them to go there to go late game. It is Spectre after all.
Yeah,
So
probably one of the hardest carries in the game. You know, like one of the latest game impact heroes you can have when you can just get around the back lines, pick them off. Especially now.
Although I mean,
Go on.
I was gonna say I'm interested to see how they play it though. We have seen sometimes they go for the Aghanim Scepter to be very active with like an Orchid. We'll see if MKS goes for that because this is one of the longer patches. Oh, TB, bomb lane, and they're gonna go for it. The cookie comes out mid one. He is really chasing for this kill. Shadow Strike comes out, and suddenly this could be a bad fight for mid one.
Yeah, DB's going to go down again first. So Varus gets that return kill. Afu, what can he do here? Scatter Blast coming up in 6 seconds. Cold Feet could have used, though. Ancient Apparition. Does he have the damage to take Afu down? Afu is going to be frozen up, and he's just going to be sitting there with right clicks as well. He's got the vortexes, as well as that Chilling Touch, and Afu has to be really careful, but he looks like he doesn't want to throw that Chilling Touch out, and Afu will be able to get himself back. And again, it wastes a bit of time that he has to go back or deny himself, but yeah, DB, he just, again, no point into the Scream, only level 3, and that might have been enough burst damage to keep him alive.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have 2 points in Shadow Strike or the ability to blink away, right?
But the Shadow Strike isn't effective if you're dying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because the bat, it's not like the bat mid one was coming in on like full health there. Mid one was coming in really low health anyway. So a Scream, or the cookie comes out, they might be able to go even more onto this because again, well, Queen of Pain this time will be able to get the blink away. But yeah, if the Scream had come out, you might have had the burst damage to get the kill as the Flame Break pushes back. And this is going to be another kill onto DB. He's only just come back to lane. But one more sticky napalm, one more right click. Afu does get the kill. Cold Feet will proc, and it looks like Varus this time will get the revenge. And mid one, he just gets himself scot-free. Okay, a couple of tower shots. But for now, that's not going to be the worst thing in the world.
Oh, that's free, right? Like, that's for him. It's free because he's killing DB. What's DB's? He's got 3. That's 0 and 3 on this Queen of Pain. It is hurting him a lot. But going back to your point about the Shadow Strike, the thing is, he's got to win the lane, right? Like if he had got, like the lane could have been. But I know it's hard to believe. Even worse. If
he's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
yeah,
there's been multiple times. Mid one dove the tier 1 tower on low health, and the Scream, if that comes out, the burst damage instead of the Shadow Strike, which is the damage over the time. Maybe he gets the kill. That he definitely get. If there was 2 points into the Scream, though, 1 into the Shadow Strike, it was reverse. He definitely gets the kill onto mid one before mid one burns him down with the Firefly, or maybe it just dissuades mid one going for him altogether.
I do like what the mid one's item. Again, he went for infused raindrop tranquil boots, so you have like a good amount of this health regen, and when you go dive in, he can avoid a lot of the damage coming out of the Scream of Pain. So just a very nice build, very like I want to fight sort of build. Whereas DB feels like he's a little bit more greedy, not willing to go for. I always say he's not willing to go for more stats, but he does have Magic Wand 3 Iron Branch, but no infused raindrop, which could help him in this lane, even though the tick damage from mid one's not that high, you can block a significant amount of it.
And mid one, again, he's getting brave even without the Snapfire here. Mid one, he's going to be fine. Just going behind the tower, pulling the creeps through, trying to pull that aggro through and push this wave out. And DB, he's level 5. Does he get brave enough to come out for this? I mean, mid one is only level 5 as well. There's no lasso just yet, but DB, it's just how far up do you want to come? How much harass are you willing to accept here from the Batrider?
By the way, check out quad ancient stacks and quad triangle in the Dire Ancient. So this Spectre, you have a way to recover, or if you want to give it to mid one just so he can get whatever the hell he wants with that is a massive amount of gold. Mid lane though, Moon taking a bit of damage.
He's going to be able to get himself away. Dream Call has been used here. One more right click. It's not going to be enough. And Perk with the bottle regen just keeps himself alive through that. Like that rotation come through. Earthshaker, does he want to try and close the gap? Has that Fissure in 2 seconds. Moon caught in 2 mines. But yeah, he's going to be out of vision and will be able to get himself away safe.
And there's also next to the dire ward. And now Varish, he walks up there. I don't know if he spotted. I think he spotted that. He spotted that big stack and was like, oh, okay, now we know. Now we know. On their side, they don't really have the best people to take it though. And Velocity's here with the double damage.
Onto the Earthshaker there as well. Yeah, he's getting these right clicks through that Nightmare. They get the silence with the Wind Rift. Orb comes through. Moon cleans this one up. And in your dream, he's got to be careful. He's got to back himself away. Like you say, he has that raindrop. But all of a sudden, he drops to 350 health after healing with the wand.
Yeah, it's still very risky. It's still very risky.
He waveforms forward, and there's going to be the rotation back, and Paulison, he still has that double damage rune, comes in with a Nightmare once again. There is going to be that attribute shift coming through here, so they might be able to go into Paulison. Paulison, the Cold Vortex has been dropped, but Paulison walks himself away, the double damage rune. Just scary enough that Army Geniuses don't want to commit into that.
In terms of net worth, though, Puck is coming out ahead. I mean, it's pretty damn even. You know, it's one of those games where it seems like there's barely net worth advantage for anyone. You know, a little bit ahead of Moon, but you look at the other two, like, it's just a very even game right now. And Varish, oh, check it out. Looks like Varish, he wants to interrupt this. I don't know if you really want to be here, Varish, but he is with Narman. And Nightmare comes up.
Yeah, he tried to
this
get
might be a couple of deaths.
The TP away. Moon, even Afu's rotating in. Narman, Sonic Wave comes through. Actually does a lot of damage there. DB gets himself a kill and a courier. But what else can they do with this now? As DB gets himself in, Shadow Strike going to be dodged off by the Puck. Waveform comes through. He gets the jaunt off. He gets that Wind and Rift because he's morphed in here. In your dream, the Fissure, and in your dream's going to be able to get a really nice kill.
Yeah, but what do they do about the stack, right? That's the sort of what RBGs is looking for. They come here, they're like, there's this giant stack. Earthshaker, can you do anything? I'm like, nope. I can, like, none of their heroes can deal with this stack. And that's going to be a bit of a problem for them, unless in your dream morphs into Bat Rider.
Yeah. I mean, it's on cooldown, so he's already morphed into the Puck. But yeah, if you could get that off, then potentially has a way to clear off that ancient stack.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun here. Needs to be careful. He's underneath the vision, by the way, of the ward.
The ward comes through with the Fissure now as well. Afu gets the cookie up to the high ground. And Haystream, he didn't pop that. There is going to be the Nightmare. Now he does pop it. Wants to come back in. Maybe he's got the attribute shift if he needs it. The waveform's going to be coming up now as well. Dream Call will be used. And Paulison gets the kill with the help here of Moon to get Narman down. The silence comes out on Morphin. He's not going to have that waveform. Does still have the haste if he wants to chase. Waveform, he does. He picks it up in the trees.
Loving, dude, in your dream is playing this Morphling so well. Just #1 net worth. He's got 80 denies in the lane. He's just been playing it like an absolute madman. This fast-paced Morphling has been working wonders for them. In the meantime, though, mid one, he goes for the stack, recognizing this. We can't leave this thing going for too much longer. Gonna have the fire. He has the Firefly ready, and he went for the drums. So he just wants to charge people, not going for the more standard Boots of Travel build. Just oh my god, mid one.
Look at the damage. He's gonna have to pop the Seeds of Serenity and Otomo. What is the active called?
Dolores Verduris Dale. There you go. By the way, an ice blast came. It could have hit, if he had hit mid one, he would have been able to get the kill, but a little bit off. And no punish coming out on this giant ancient stack, putting mid one #1 in terms of net worth.
Yeah, he's got the drums up now with the regen boots as well. Is this just going to be the BKB next for the Bat Rider, do you think?
BKB? I think so, right? Like, I can't imagine I mean, would you go for Blink Dagger? I feel like you just want to get the BKB so you can walk and get those grabs off. I was going to say, speaking of grabs, this mid tower might be falling. Mid one rotated here. What's he going to go for? Yeah. I mean, he could go for Bongo Boots, but Bongo Boots aren't so great because you're up against AA. One of the benefits of it is that you get the heal regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, top lane. Ice Blast in about 1 second. They have it ready.
Yeah, the arena comes out now as well. He's going to be able to get himself away from this one. The Dream Code does connect now as well. But it looks like he might be able to get the Shatter onto MKS. And Womi gets the kill before it goes down. But there's going to be some big Mortimer kisses here. Can they melt out the Ancient Apparition? He's trying to do his best to dodge these one off. But the Orb should clean him up. And Moon with the double kill.
Kind of I think SMG would be okay with.
Bottom lane though, there's gonna be the
pretty okay
dive.
with
The lasso comes out here mid one. He's trying to get the drive back onto DB. DB, he had the Sonic Wave, he had the whip in the air to try and throw it out. Did you want to go for it now? He's gonna be able to get the damage onto mid one, but mid one had that. I think that was the last charge. Fisher comes through now. Was that enchant totem? DB gets a blink forward now as well. Mid one. Can he get himself away from this? The Haunt comes in. They get the kill. MKS with the double.
Huge. Able to turn that around. I mean, they still lost MKS and the Bat Rider, but they were able to get these 2 kills. I think the top lane, they also got 2 kills. They also got Womi as well as A. So 4 for 2 overall for SMG. They lost cores, but they were able to get just huge kills. And you can see MKS, that double kill puts him right at the top of net worth. Very happy with where he is right now. He's going for the Falcon Blade. He's going to go from Manta style after. So focusing a lot on getting as much farm as he can. Again, I'm very excited to see how he's gonna like build this hero up. I imagine he's gonna go probably for stats, you know, Scotty after, just so he can have a way to counter the Morphling Morph. And after that, we'll see. Heart, Aghanim Scepter, we'll see what he goes for.
Yeah, and in your dream, the Dragonlance does come out here. Do they want to try and make a move? There's Arena up, but the silence comes out here. Moon able to take the aggression all the way off that Mars that was trying to get ahead, and they might still be able to put pressure onto this tier 1, but there's going to be the rotation. The Bat Rider doesn't have that lasso for 37 seconds. But what can he do with this? Dream Call is going to be coming out. It traps onto 2. There is going to be that immediate break coming through from the Mars. It starts now as well. So he's not going to be able to turn around with the Arena. And there's going to be the lockdown. They take down the Mars. And Womi, he throws out the Arena. The Ice Blast, it might catch on to 2, but I don't think that's going to be enough to get the Shatter off.
And it's a classic case, right? The Morphling was almost full agi in that situation, and Verish is going to be losing his life. This has always been the risk of the Morphling, is that you get a little bit careless with your stats, you always shatter. And just now, like 13 agi is just gets burst down with all the silences on top of him. So very unfortunate for Army Geniuses, and SMG starting to pull away here with that lead. You just cannot have that happen. You just cannot have that happen. That was for your Genius' first death. So it's not like he's been playing bad, but you kind of need to be playing impeccably right now. You are up against a lineup that scales pretty well into the late game.
Yeah, Paulson trying to get the gank here onto DB in this bottom lane. The Fiend's Grip was coming off cooldown, but DB reads it, blinks himself back underneath that tier 1. And looks like he just wants to get himself out of danger.
Womi's going to go for the fast BKB. I like that. You know, you might want to go, but now I'm thinking, it's like, do you want the Blink Dagger so you can interrupt those channeling spells, those abilities when your Morphling's in trouble? Because with the BKB you can stand in front, but if they jump on the Morphling, you're still, like, you're not going to be able to be controlled, but you're going to be able to save him in time.
The cookie comes out. It puts him mid 1 into a little bit of an awkward position here now as well. The Fisher through. He's got that Firefly. The Echo Slam going to be committed. Point blank Ice Blast this time. Mid 1 will shatter.
That's just the supports doing damage. That this is, again, I love it when you can see the supports getting kills by themselves. You have that same thing with Afu as well as Pelosin, and when he is here, he can drop a coil. He gets it on the DB, and DB might be losing his life.
Look at this as well. The Mortimer Kiss it's actually going to be cancelled off. The spear comes through, so that is going to be the Mortimer Kiss is cancelled now as well. The Arena comes out. They have the silence onto the puck, and the puck's going to be taken down. So a good couple of kills go in the way of Army Geniuses. They did lose DB, but overall, you know, they needed to stack those up. In fact, they might not be done yet. In your dream, he's shifted into that puck, so it's going to be the winning rift here. And Bane in the trees, the spear, it pins him to the cliff.
Bad Rider's here.
What can they do though? Yeah, Afu might be coming in with a cookie now as well. A good cookie onto 2. There's going to be a Haunt hit. It just keeps them both locked down. The Haunt, they clean up 1. In your dream, could he get himself away from him? Just trying to use that strength morph to get himself out of this. The TP, nothing to cancel, but they do have enough damage to burst him down. They don't. They don't.
Oh, that was a butt clencher. You know, that was a maximum clench there. Thinking who's going to be able to, but he does make that. Still, if you are SMG, it's fine. Again, your net worth is growing. MKS, number 1. You're in your dreams, forced to fight, and DB's not going to be able to do too much. Narman looks like it's going to be another free kill for SMG. They're looking really hot in this game.
Yeah, Snapfire has that shard coming out straight away as well. So,
like,
just watching the back lines here. Womi, he's got no way to close the gap. He doesn't have an Arena anyway. There is an Ice Blast, but mid 1. No last shot to drag him back. Flamebreak does come through though. Does he have the Firefly? He's going to use it now as well, and they are going to be able to melt out Varus.
DB's here though. Mid 1 needs to be careful, and they are going to be chasing him. Do they have a spear? It's up in about 4 seconds here, and might be able to land it. That would be a dead mid 1.
Sonic Wave. Oh yeah, he does get pinned. Was that blink forward? DB actually goes to Narman, just making sure that mid 1 can't get away from that.
Narman getting close to that Blink Dagger, so He's like, guys, I need the kill. Don't at me, bro. I need the kill. Yeah, it's still a bit scary though. This MKS farm is crazy. Afu.
They're going to be able to get the arena, locking him down. Spear comes out, waveform comes, and in your dream, he gets a much needed kill once again for his side.
Yeah, it's a very scary situation if you're Army Geniuses, because this, I mean, can Morphling outscale a Spectre? I believe so, but you definitely don't want to be behind on net worth, and especially when you can just be picked off with a one bad morph mid lane. One looks like he's just gonna make it out alive here. Thought they might be able to morph into the buck and take him down. Well, Pelosin.
Top lane. Pelosin, yeah, he
Yeah,
has that Fiend's Grip. He knows. He's making a beeline. He sees DB, but there's going to be the blink away from DB.
Ooh, and they actually saw him coming, by the way, because they do have the ward. So he's like, and I don't know, was he trying? I don't know what he was trying to do. That was very risky by DB. And Womi's here. No arena. BKB still a ways off. But what's the win percentage? The graph is 60% for SMG. I thought it'd be a little bit higher here.
Yeah, but
You know the
it's a Morphling factor, right?
but the other team has the Spectre factor. We've seen how. Oh dear. We've seen how much the overlords love the Morphling. Sorry, the Spectre. Usually, sometimes you see Spectres like 2k net worth behind. She still has a 70% win rate.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we have on the battery? He went for the Lotus Orb, so you can remove the silences off your team whenever Morphling becomes the puck. You can also remove the Cold Feet, so you have decent options. You can't remove any of the stuns, though. That's a bit of a problem here. It doesn't do much against... Oh, here we go, mid
The
lane.
jump in DB, there is going to be a Mortimer Kisses flying through after this Dream Calls come through, and DB, he's just going to be melted out now as well, and you can see the Spectre jumping around left, right, and centre in these fights. The last one, they get the lockdown onto Womi. Meanwhile, on the high ground, they are going to be able to get the kill on Tavares now as well, and it looks like Womi should be the next to fall. MKS, where's that Spectral Dagger? He's not even going to need it. The cookie comes through, and they clean up everybody else out, but Narman.
Oh, by the way, the Ice Blast, I don't think it hit anyone. Like, they were able to get this good Echo Slam, and SMG jumped into the area, like that area after, but the Ice Blast was way off the mark, and unfortunately, they weren't able to get any benefit of it. And mid lane,
the Nightmare comes out, the cookie to set up, and Paulson with the Brain Sap.
And it is the team wipe, and SMG firmly in control of the game now. Like, there is no doubt that they have the game like in their grasp. They can do whatever they want. They can go for Roshan if they need to. They have the vision advantage thanks to playing with the Bat Rider. And if you are Army Geniuses, it was a risky draft. You know, I thought it was gonna, like, when I saw the Morphling and the Quap, I was like, okay, mid Quap, you know, safe lane Morphling. But
DB. No, the Nightmare. It saves the Bane. He's still ticking a little bit. I mean, he was ticking a little bit. He gets that Brain Sap off, and that was a Sonic Wave committed for, I don't know, getting Paulson to maybe jump a little bit. But he doesn't get the kill. The Nightmare comes out, and he keeps himself alive.
he definitely jumped in his chair. You know?
Yeah,
Like, whoa, hey, what are you doing there? So, but no, but he's fine. Yeah, I'm very, very worried for Army Geniuses because they are so far behind this Morphling mid. And by the way, Morphling mid,
look at this, the
silence.
Dream Call comes out now as well, the Winning Rift, the Flame Break, they just lock down two and kill them both off, and this is going to open the Roche Pit.
That ward giving them so much, and like this is the problem, right? This is the Morphling factor that always ends up happening. He had 1 strength, by the way, he had 1,000 health, so very easy for SMG to kill him. You get the signs of the Dream Call, and they just pop it, break the coil with the Flame Break, and in your dream, 6 and 3, which is playing well, but those pickoffs are so punishing because on another core they wouldn't happen. You know, like another core wouldn't die in that situation because you wouldn't be so low health.
Oh, they have the Fiend's Grip now as well. DB, he gets himself out of a moon. Does he have the silence here? Does he want to use the silence? The orb's going to come through here. There's still no blink, and now the silence, the Fiend's Grip long range onto this, and they're going to be able to get another kill onto DB. And Afu just waits, just in case they needed the cookie, but no cookie needed.
I have the Vizier, baby, and Aetherled, so what was that, 350 extra cast rate? So it's like, I'll be grabbing you from way over here, if that's all right. AG, they do go for the smoke, though. They want to find mid one. Mid one does not have a BKB. This would be a great kill if they can catch it. But he's feeling it. I'm not sure if the scan wasn't used. He just feels like there's someone nearby. Yeah. And smoke breaks. They walk near the outpost. I think they are well aware of on SMG's side. So a failed smoke by Army Geniuses. That's
Now
just
it's
going to be
going to be SMG's turn. Yeah, to smoke out here. Spectre is going to be going towards that Ags as well. I think he's got 3 of the 4 pieces here. I think it is just the... We'll take a look at his courier in a minute. See if he's flying out to the... It is. Yeah, no, that's the Ags. If he wants it, he just needs about another 20 gold. He's going to be able to complete that up.
Which means that his downtime will just be non-existent at that point. You know, you always have either a haunt or the what's it called? What's the new ability called? The Shadow Step. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shadow Step. All right. So it's either got to have the haunt or the Shadow Step one way or another, one or the other. The Shadow Step's cooldown is pretty low, 40 seconds only. So very active on this Spectre. More comes out, I think, again on RMGs. No, this one just expires. MKS, does he know that there's a AA nearby? No, yeah, but he goes for it.
yeah, he does.
He just smelts. Yeah, he walks through that observer ward and gets another kill.
And now that the Dream Caller comes out into the Morphlin, and it's going to be the full hunt as well. And Morphlin, he's not going to be able to regen through the ultimate kisses. And it looks like MKS, he just wants to be deleting heroes left, right, and center.
It was a good teamfight draft by Army Geniuses, but they just can't seem to get the actual teamfight off. We haven't seen the big Sonic wave. Into like the here we go. Look at that
again. They've got the lockdown Poloston. They're gonna be able to get on top, and the Mantis Cell pops. Sonic Wave comes out, but Queen of Pain goes back in the box.
Carry Queen of Pain, and what's the win percentage? It's gonna tell us. It's 97. I thought it'd be something like 99 at this point. SMG, their tower damage it exists. You know, they definitely don't heal. They don't heal towers when they hit them. But apart from like Little Shredder reducing the armor, they're not much. They don't really have much tower damage. Yeah. So that's kind of the saving grace for RB Geniuses. Oh, Wommy.
But where's the BKB going? He's going to be going into that arena, but he misses out the spear now as well. Lotus Orb comes out. Echo Slam going to be used. It's going to be a nice couple of kills, and Army Geniuses really needed that just to get themselves back into it.
Yeah, but signs of life for them, right? But at the same time, it's like SMG was really taking that fight. You know, they had the Spectre in the top lane, they had Puck in the jungle, so that was a couple of kills that SMG is like, well, too bad, but doesn't change the state of the game. There's still 16,000 gold ahead. It's a good injection of golden experience for Army Geniuses, but they need to do that about like 3 more times for SMG to even feel the impact.
Yeah, and how's DB doing here? God, he's the lowest net worth of all of the course in terms of...
Dude, he's barely ahead of Afu. He's barely ahead of the Snapfire. Like, they're so far behind. And Afu's got a Wraith Pact as well.
Afu might be looking for a kill here now as well, but DB going to be backing himself away. They don't have a scan to use to see where DB's gone. He's going to be backed up by the rest of his team. There's no arena, there's no Echo Slam, but there is going to be the smoke coming through. Everybody apart from the Morphin will be here. Afu, though, the orb flies through. Where's that Dream Call? There's just going to be a straight Haunted. The Shadow Step, I think it was now as well. Yeah, the Enchant Totem going to be used with the Fisher, but they might be able to get themselves through. The Mars is still silenced. The Mortimer Kiss is going to be coming flying out here with that Phoenix Whip once again onto DB. They get the kill onto Womi. They get the kill onto Varus. They get the kill onto DB, and now Narman not going to be able to get himself out. 4 heroes.
Insane play by SMG. What? Dude, they're just playing it so well. The vision as well as dropping for them. I think they had the nice ward. They could just see everything. The Alpha dropped just before the fight started. And they're just controlling the game perfectly. Their lineup can fight almost non-stop. They have so much damage even without their ultimate. Just the Bat Rider, the Cookie. Puck is also just good amount of burst damage. And AG they have no control. They have no hold on this map. They could come back if Womi can jump in and spear people to their side of the map. That could be something where it's like a pudge hook, but it's kind of wishful thinking. It's gonna be tough. However, at least the Aegis has expired, so that's a positive for AG.
But the Shadow Steps back up, the Haunts back up. What can you do against the Spectre that's just looking like 3k health here? They're going to be able to make a dive in. They might be able to get the Ice Blast through now onto the Spectre. They do get the kill onto Alpha, the arena on the backlines as well, but mid one, he has that BKB. If he wants to, he can really just walk himself out, but he's trying to use the Firefly, do what damage he can on the Dream Call. Again, Sonic Wave comes out, but the Haunt, the damage coming through from the Spectre as soon as he joins these fights. Look at him just bouncing from hero to hero to hero, and Womi only just gets out. In your dream, can he do what was that dagger? He doesn't want to use it onto the Morphlin here. They want to be going for a tier 3.
And why wouldn't they, right? 3 people down. and MKS. Again, the tower damage is a little bit lackluster here for SMG, so it might just be a tower, no racks here. But my God, he's very close to that Scotty as well. At which point, how do you even kill the guy? You don't have a break on the team. You know, no one's going for it. They're still trying to get survivability items. DB still needs to get that BKB. It looks like no, they're just gonna have enough time to go for this racks.
I mean, the lasso's still there. He's going to be pushed away by the spear, but the jump in, the sounds comes in from Moon now as well. In your dream, he has to use that Mantis Star with the Fiend's Grip. It's a trap! It's a massive trap. The Ice Blast, though, comes through. It's all going to connect onto Afu, and they didn't have enough to take down In Your Dream. Blink forward now, Norman. What can he do? Has that Echo Slam. Will be able to drop it onto 2. Maybe clean it up onto mid one now as well. Mid one, though, he gets that lasso, the drive back with the Morphlin with that Strength Morph. Look at him, 3.5k health, and they can't get through it. So, again, a good couple of kills here, but they did lose the melee racks in a tier 3 tower here. The range racks sitting at 800 health, and okay, they get a good couple of kills.
Yes,
but it doesn't, and anything they get is going to be favorable to them because they're in such a bad position. But they still lost the racks. The Spectre still got away.
By the way, Narman has been holding on to the Lance of Pursuit on the Earthshaker for this, like, what? This isn't spawned? That's, I mean, he does have other options. He's got the Fairy Trinket, he's got the Eye of the Vizier, he's got the Trusty Shuffle, but he is really, because I was looking at him just now, he hit mid one, and I was like, there's no Ricky in the game, that's a familiar animation. And it's like, Lance of Pursuit on the Earthshaker? Alright. It does give you 200 mana, which is pretty good, but again, like, Fairy Trinket is still solid.
What is the Shadow Step? Oh, he gets the Ghost Scepter off here. But yeah, the Spectre being able to just dive in, dive out.
Yes, I don't know, just a great play by In Your Dream just now to get that strength morph off. Like he started the fight pretty on like full agi, just managed to get that strength morph off. Huge play by him to keep himself alive and able to turn that fight. So if it wasn't for that, you know, that melee rack, that range rack would have been gone. They would have lost a lot more as well. So it's still 20k advantage though for SMG. So nothing. The state of the game still hasn't changed. You know, it's still very SMG favored.
Oh, the cookie comes in. Did they see? They did. They saw DB. The lockdown comes through. Do they have the damage? DB. Fisher, though, he's going to be forced to pop that BKB. That's going to be the first charge, and it's going to be a retreat charge here for that BKB. I think that was just it was your Shadow Step use, not the full Haunt there as well. So, DB, that's really not where you wanted to use your first BKB charge, but he had to keep himself alive.
Exactly right. It's like there's no good options. Either die or use it. And when it comes to buyback, does he have one? No, he doesn't. So definitely better to use it. One thing, Verish does have the shard available on the AA, so it's pretty good. That's it's good for defending. It's good for just the extra damage. Just one of the best shards. He's been picked off a lot though, 1 in 9 so far. It just and it's hard it's not like his fault. You know, you're up against a Bat Rider, a Spectre, and a Puck. The only way you don't get killed is if you're in the fountain until these like the ultimates go off, and then you're like, okay, now I can come in and throw the Ice Vortex. But it's not what you want. You want to be able to use it. So
yeah,
just tough.
Ghost Scepter was a nice pickup for the Ancient Apparition because we've seen a couple of times now he's been jumped on by the Spectre, pops that Ghost Scepter, and he's just able to TP himself out. But yeah, look at this 20k net worth lead, 15 kill lead at 30 minutes, going away with Team SMG. It's like they needed a game and a half to wake up, but they finally got themselves into it, and they're just looking so strong in this third game.
AG kicking themselves after that game too, man. They were so close to victory, 10k ahead, and they still like that was very unfortunate. But this is a new game. MKS shows himself, so they know we can go back, and they might just jump into Pelosa instead. Oh, Ice Bat comes out. This could be a kill. Oh, the Bane!
The Nightmare though, yeah, he's going to be on the other side of it. The lasso, the lockdown as well. The Sonic Wave's going to be used. Spectre with that, he's going to be going for the Haunt now as well. The Lotus Orb, it keeps him alive. He's going to be able to jump to the back lines. He will go down. Mid one goes down now as well. The Fisher Varus is going to be able to get himself a double kill. Really nice setup here for him, but the Dream Cold comes out. Moon, he looks like he wants to try and clean up now as well. They're going to get the Fiend's Grip, the lockdown onto DB, and Warmy's going to be one of the 2 left alive because Norman's out. Norman's just like, I'm TPing. Good luck. And he does go down. You know, Norman the only one that does get out alive. And it sets up, like you say though, they don't have the best tower damage. They do have the little shot coming out from Afu. So what can they do against this tier 3?
It's also got the extra 2 hits from the little shredder, but they have buybacks on AG if they want to use it. But the big hitter MKS is done. That was, I mean, Pelosin, thanks to the Nightmare, he was able to dodge, I think, the Ice Blast damage, but not the debuff.
Yeah.
And that was what killed MKS in the end. Despite all of that, they used everything to get through MKS. At which point, SMG was like, oh, guys, let's just, we're cleanup crew, Yes, we lost our carry, but we can just still clean up afterwards. And SMG, they also think, okay, you know what? Our tower damage is it's really a joke. We're not going to take this. Let's just go back.
They do a little bit. I mean, they get it down to 400 health, so that's something.
Yeah, but imagine any other lineup when the enemy team loses 4 people, and you had like 3 people attacking the tower. I think any other team would have been able to get racks, but it's not their fault. Like their lineup is not designed to do tower damage, and it's fine for them. They do good hero damage. That's way better.
Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, the Roche is up here. Ultimates, okay, Lasso, 9 seconds away. Multi-Kisses, 20 seconds away. Oh, he's just going to go for the Shadow Step here into the base, and DB has to come back to the fountain. That is brave from Spectre. He just Shadow steps in, pops that Manta style, and then gets himself right back out. But now, can he get the jump on? Womi, he has to use that BKB. Lasso is available if they want to use it. Little Shadow comes out. He's just teasing onto that spear. Pushes back. The Arena's going to be there now as well. So he gets the lockdown onto mid one. But on the backlines, the Fiend's Grip, it comes out onto DB. Do they have the damage to take him down? Because that is going to be the BKB here for DB. It's going to be wearing off, though, after that Fiend's Grip wears off. Womi will go down. He is going to be the death. DB gets taken down now as well. Afu gets that kill. And he's trying to get himself away from the cold feet proc. Trying to get himself away from the damage now as well. In your dream, MKS will be caught out with the blast. But he'll still with the carry on going. Do they have anything to stop the TP virus? They have the damage. They're going to be able to get him. Norman again left alive. But GG is called. Army Geniuses, no, they can't take this. They've lost a lane of racks. And SMG just looking super dominant in this third game. 44, doubling up the kills. A 24k net worth lead at 34 minutes into this final game.
Congratulations to SMG staying in this tournament. And honestly, game 1, that was a pretty tough performance. Then game 2, took them, like you said, half the game to really wake up. But when they did, RMGs made a tiny mistake. SMG fully capitalized on it. In this game, they went for this mid one Bat Rider. I love it. Afu was able to get a decent amount of farm as well. More than DB, by the way, which is insane. MKS got a pretty free lane because they were up against this not much damage on the Earthshaker and the Mars. And Pelosin, great play. Sometimes some of those Fiends Grip from way over the map, so far away, catching DB multiple times. Moon, I think he got 1 or 2 solo kills on In Your Dream, which really stifled his farm. And it was just the SMG show from the 20-minute mark. Just Army Geniuses lost so much steam, and SMG slightly better late game lineup, and they take the game.
Yeah, and that is going to be it for the day, guys. We get wrapped up in a full 3-game series to end the day. But Otomo, that is it for me and you. Thank you for joining me over on the Pro Series Southeast Asian Division. And hopefully there'll be more to come soon from us too. But for now, we are going to be handing it off tomorrow. It's going to be T-Panda with his co-casters to take you through in the lower bracket finals and into the finals on the on Friday. So for now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us for the entire day. If you want to follow us, you can find myself on Twitch and Twitter at Robbnroll Otomo. Are you Otomo Dota?
Yes, on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, and they're in the stream title as well, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time, whenever the next time is going to be. Yeah,
thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been an absolute joy to work with everyone, and everyone who's watching. We take the feedback, we take the love, and we learn from it. And just want to wish you all, a great day and enjoy the rest of the tournament. You guys have amazing casters to go through to the finals with.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.